Thank you, Natalie. The forest fires continue to consume Fort McMurray and surrounding areas. CTV's Peter Akman joins us live from the roadblock south of Fort McMurray. And Peter, what's the scene like in northern Alberta today?
Well, what you see behind me is a convoy of what we're hearing about 400 vehicles, people who've been trapped north of the city. They were directed there by police when the fire came upon Fort McMurray. They've been stuck there for 4 days, as I mentioned. They've now been cleared thanks to the RCMP, Griffin helicopters from Department of National Defense, making sure that the fire is kept back, or that there's at least a buffer zone between them as they roll through. Many of them very eager to get south to Lac La Biche. We're hearing from the few people that have stopped that they weren't given much extra fuel at all, and so they're trying to make that 2-hour or so drive to get there to make sure they can get some food, some clean clothes, something to eat, a shower, maybe a sleep, and to fill up their cars and find somewhere permanent to stay while they wait for the fires in Fort McMurray to be taken under control.
Now, what are the evacuation centers like right now?
Well, they're busy. We know that just in Lac La Biche, it's the largest, most northern evacuation center in the province. They have more than 500 people have been sleeping on cots in the hockey arena there, but people have been dropping off donations around the clock, stacks of clothes, things for children, toys, food, clothing, everything you'd need to basically rebuild some sort of way of living every day. People have been coming in, evacuees looking for something, because most of them left with their work clothes or the clothes on their backs, what they had in their vehicles, if they had a vehicle at all. They've also been giving them lifts, drives from Lac La Biche down to Edmonton if they want that, and helping them find places to stay if they aren't going to be staying at the evacuation center.
One bright spot for some children, I hear a rumor they got a visit from Santa.
Oh, that's right. I caught up with Santa and actually was walking around with him yesterday. It's a little strange for Santa to be out this time of year, but you know, when it's a scary time, the guy in the big red suit, he came with his sack full of toys, and the kids came to him like mosquitoes. They were just right on him, and he was handing out toys. They were hugging those toys and just trying to take their minds off of what their parents are going through. Most of them have no idea exactly what's going on. Most of the parents I spoke to say that they've been telling them it's just a little early summer vacation. We're taking a break from school. We're going to go and we're going to play and see friends and try and just distract them, and that's what Santa was doing.
Well, thank you so much, Peter, for that update. CTV's Peter Akman reporting live just south of Fort McMurray. Well, evidence of the forest fires in Fort Mac has arrived in the form of smoke. Environment Canada has issued a special air quality advisory for Saskatoon. The rating has been fluctuating since last evening from low to high risk. It's expected to be at moderate risk for most part of today. Environment Canada suggests avoiding physical activity outdoors if you have heart or lung conditions or are a child or senior. Now, this map shows smoke movement from 8 a.m. yesterday. It makes its way from the west closer to Saskatoon, with the intensity increasing as evening arrived. And a quick reminder, Bell Canada and the Red Cross are working together in the Alberta Fires Emergency Appeal. To donate $10, text the word Red Cross to 45678. To donate $5, text Red Cross to 30333. You can also visit the Canadian Red Cross website to donate with a credit card or PayPal. The Red Cross says it doesn't need volunteers right now. Financial donations are the best way for you to help. Police are looking for a suspect following a robbery in Saskatoon. Maliha Sheikh is live in the newsroom with the latest. Maliha, what do we know?
Well, nobody was injured, but this all happened around 8:30 p.m. last night at a business on the 2600 block of Broadway Avenue. Now, police responded to a call after a man entered a business armed with a knife, handed a note to an employee, and then made off with an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect was last seen in the area of Dufferin Avenue and Butte Street, getting into a small car. It was black and similar to a Honda Civic. Now, here's what we know about the suspect. He's approximately 5'10", man has a slim build and was wearing a black hoodie, black torn pants, and a black mask. And Stephanie, if anyone has any information on the suspect, they are being asked to contact Saskatoon Police and Saskatoon Crime Stoppers.
Well, thank you so much for that update, Maliha. Maliha Sheikh reporting live from the newsroom. A new report says almost half of the arrests made in Prince Albert are for public drunkenness. And that's compared to less than a quarter in Saskatoon and Regina. Jules Knox has more on how the community is trying to change those stats and what brought about the new strategy.